How you doing, guys? Hope your day has been going well. Today we're going to be doing chapter 8, exercise number 3. This is going to be a quick tutorial, a very simple design and a very simple model to do. Okay, so again, we're going to start with, don't forget to always choose your directory, so everything could be organized and well done. Okay. That being said, let's start drawing the model. We're going to click on sketch, and before I continue on, we're going to start with the base, with this base plate. So we're going to draw this base and this base. Okay, so to continue forward, I'm going to choose top and make sure that the arrow is looking down. Doesn't really matter, but later when you click on orientation, that will matter. So make sure the arrow is looking down. Click on sketch, sketch view, and I would say draw center lines. It is gonna help with this portion of the drawing. So we're gonna draw a rectangle. Okay, and make it locked as such so it could be symmetric. This is going to be a symmetric rectangle. The rectangle, the total width will be 100. Okay, and the total height will be 150. Okay, and make this the distance 150 divided by 2. Again, we always want our rectangle to be as center as possible and everything well organized, because this will later on help us in making the holes for this specific object. Okay, once we did that, we did our basic rectangle. Now we're going to focus on doing the holes. Okay, instead of extruding this object and then drawing holes, let's make it all in one shot. Okay, so what I would do is I would draw any circle, doesn't matter where. Okay, and I'm going to draw another circle here and make it equal to that circle. You know, when you see this circle become green, or you see that constraint, this basically means both of these circles are going to be the same. Okay, so now we're going to click on symmetry. We're going to click on the center of the circle, and we're going to click the center line. Again, this is why I created the center line, because without the center line, you cannot use this constraint. For some reason, you need to literally put a center line. So that being said, we're going to click on dimension, click on both of these centers, and both of these centers of these circles has to be 120. Okay, I'm going to click escape and move this dimension to the side. Really doesn't matter, but I will do it just to keep everything organized. So we already did this portion of these circles. Okay, I haven't applied the actual diameter, but I'll do that later. Okay, so now we made these two circles, which is 120. Now I'm going to draw this circle as so. I'm going to draw this circle, make the dimension, the diameter equal to that circle. Okay, I'm going to click on both of these. Actually, let me write symmetric. These two centers in perspective of this center line. Okay, and I'm going to write that this is 70, or has to be 70. Okay, and as you can see, Now all the circles are aligned, and our square is aligned as well. Okay, so now what we're gonna do now is we're gonna click on this circle, click on mirror, and mirror from this center, and there we have all our circles. These circles have a diameter of 10, as so. And as you can see, our shape is fully shaded, which means that it is fully closed. So when we click on extrude, we will be able to do this extrude with no issues. Let's click on sketch view, make sure that everything is aligned. Everything looks good, and we're gonna click OK. Let me make sure of something. We're gonna click on dimension just to make sure that center from this line is supposed to be 15, and it is. It's 15. Undo, and from this center, from this line, is 15 as well, which everything works out well. We're gonna click here, OK. Hopefully so far you guys are with me. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna extrude, and I like to extrude from top to bottom, and that thickness will be 20. Okay, and let's look at a standard orientation. So far we got our base plate. Okay, this is our base plate. Now we're going to draw this cylinder that is right in the center, and we're going to extrude that cylinder upwards 40 units. So we're going to click on sketch, we're going to click on the top face, and we want our arrow to look down, so we could have a downward view of this object. So as we click sketch view, this is top view. Okay, so now we're going to draw a circle at the exact center of this rectangle, and this circle has to have a diameter of 30. Okay, again, that 30 came from this indication right here. That circle has a diameter of 30. Okay, and we're going to extrude that circle that we just drew 40 units upwards. So we did our second feature. We're going to extrude, twist it a little so you can see what's going on. You can either click here or here, and we're going to type in 40. Okay, and we're going to accept. All right, so far so good. So we did our extrude, our base plate, and our second extrude, which was our cylinder. Now we're going to click on sketch again, and sometimes you may be having, just to digress a little, sometimes you might be having, have selected an object and click on sketch and not really be on the place you want to be. Always make sure that you always click outside before you click sketch, so that you don't automatically start a sketch view on a plane that you don't want to start drawing. Okay, just a disclaimer there. So always click outside of the object, click sketch view, so that you could choose your face. And we're going to draw a sketch on top of the cylinder. Okay, again, make sure that the arrow is looking down, so we could have a top downwards view, or a bird's eye view. Okay, we're going to click sketch, and we're going to click a sketch view. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make a circle, same center, and the big circle has a diameter of 80. Okay, we have a diameter of 80, and that should be our first extrude. We're going to extrude that upwards, and we're going to extrude that upwards by 20. Okay. Again, you could have gone ahead and draw all the circles, but this chapter focuses on using the pattern feature. So I want you to be able to practice on using the pattern features and the hole features, so you could reinforce your knowledge using those specific tools. Okay, so in doing that extrude, which is this particular screw, now we're going to create the little holes in them. Okay, and don't worry, we are going to create the round features, but I will leave that for last, because that's one of the simple steps. Let's just do the hard part now. So let's go right here, click on top, and let's click on hole. So we're gonna click on this surface, right? You always have to reorientate these axes. Doesn't really matter, but you always have to attach them to a specific plane or edge, so it could have how you say a coordinate system or a reference point, so the circle you could have a hole. If you don't attach it, this will not occur. Okay, so in knowing that, we're gonna draw this circle right here. So this circle is touching that center line, and it's gonna be outwardly by, if you see closely, by 30, half of 60. So it's gonna be of a radius of 30. Okay, so what we're gonna do is that from this point to this axis, oh, sorry about that, I'm just gonna make it 0, so the center is touching this axis right here, or this datum plane. Okay, now from this axis is going to be 30. Okay, and the diameter of this hole is 10. Okay, which was already placed, and we're gonna accept that whole feature. Okay, now you might think, oh man, now I gotta create all these holes here. It's gonna take a lot of time, and no, you don't. All you have to do is go right here, click on hole that you just created, the feature, and click on pattern. Now when you're on pattern, make sure that you click here and click on axis, and click on that center axis of these two datum planes. Okay, once you did that, if you look closely at your diagram, it says that there are six of these. Okay, so you're going to click on 6. Okay, and you're gonna write 60 degrees. So you're gonna write six patterns in 60 degrees. 60 degrees came from this drawing here that they gave us the clue. Okay, and accepting that, we're gonna go ahead and accept, and we did our holes right there. There we go, and we're almost done. All we have to do right now is create our round features. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here, click on round, and we're gonna select all these edges. So click on this edge, rotate, click on this edge, hold Control first and click on this edge. Oh, something went down. Click Control Z to revert back and try again. Hold Control and click on the edge. Now sometimes, just to explain, sometimes you might click the middle button and it finishes, and you'll be like, oh wow, I did a mistake, now I gotta start all over or delete this round feature. You don't have to. If this has occurred to you, click round, click on edit definition, go to sets, click on that set, and start all over. Don't start all over, but from that point, just rotate again, hold Control and touch on that edge. Okay. I like to explain these little things because it does occur at times, and sometimes you tend to erase everything and try again. But you know, it's also good to learn to go back where you started from. And the radius is 15, which is already here because I already did the model. But for you, you type in here and type in 15, and all of your rounds will have 15. And click here, standard orientation, and we are done with our feature. And I'm gonna take no hidden lines, and if we look at a front view, this is the picture, the bottom picture that we see. And if we look at the top view, oh, well, sorry about that. It's this portion right here of the model. Again, guys, I hope that this has helped you in sharpening your CAD skills. Please leave a like or thumbs down, thumbs up, and leave a comment. Let me know in what way can I improve and be able to service you guys, your engineers. Again, hopefully this has helped you. God bless you and have a nice day.